David, I can't believe we're finally here at the Palm Beach America's International Fine Arts and Antique Fair. I've waited all this time to come here. How many exhibitors are here?
Well, we have 102 exhibitors from around the world, but what I want to ask you is whether it was worth the wait.
Yes, it is. This is like a museum.
It's like the Met coming to town for 10 days. We're standing in front of an Egyptian sarcophagus from the first millennia BC, and this is just not the type of material you see down in South Florida. And of course, this is repeated again and again from stand to stand throughout the fair. And there's something literally here for every taste.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see more of it. Let's get in and start looking.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now we're in the treasury of Ariadne Gallery in New York, and his idea is really to build a treasury. Most rich households throughout up until the 18th century had a treasury in the house with all the gold and silver objects brought together in a locked vault. And this is Ariadne's treasury, and we're looking at this fabulous, mysterious Scythian gold mask from about 500 BC, which is in beaten gold with all those wonderful designs and patterns, and clearly a place for the eyes and the nose, and it's probably an image of a god on the outside of this mask.
David, what are we looking at here? It looks like Paris.
Well, we're looking at a painting that you sort of blend in with in the little color scheme. It's really lovely. This is actually by Jean-François Raffaelli, who was a French artist, late 19th, early 20th century, painting autumn on the Champs-Élysées. Roxana, I'd like to introduce you to Rob Nortman, who's one of our wonderful dealers
Mr.
from Wall Street in Holland.
Well, this is exciting to have you here, and you've brought all of these paintings?
Yes, I mean, coming from Holland, we brought some Dutch paintings.
Wow,
and,
this is exciting. And I understand you brought the Rembrandt
last year we brought the Rembrandt portrait, yes.
Well, what can we look at now? What
Well,
would you like to show us?
I will show you a very Dutch picture. I mean, a still life, which is painted by Cornelius de Heem, which is one of the great Dutch masters, which is signed and dated 1655. And they used it as decoration, in the dining room. How wonderful to have your food underneath such a picture. You know, it's like you can really touch it.
We're now at Berry Hill Galleries from New York, and we're looking at a wonderful Mary Cassatt pastel from the late 19th century, maybe about 1899 1900. Roxana, we're now at Graf Diamonds, and I want to introduce you to Henry Balgueja.
Hi, Henry.
How
It's
are
a
you?
pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Graf.
I'd like to know, what are we looking at here?
Well, you're looking at one of the rarest and finest diamonds in the world. It's the Star of America. It weighs over 100 carats. It's the flawless, excellent, which is as good as it gets. The stone originally, when we found it, was a 250 carat rough. And we cut it when we celebrated the opening of our first store in America. That's why it's called the Star of America. It's an extremely rare diamond.
Where was this found?
In South Africa.
In South Africa. And it's here
And
in
it's
Palm
here in
Beach?
Palm Beach.
I can't believe this.
Waiting for the lucky lady.
Do you think it will fit? My
it's-
finger, my necklace?
it's-
What would you do with it?
Yeah, you would probably put it in the center of a necklace.
How about that for romance?
This is definitely very romantic.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
Thank you for coming.